Hello everyone and welcome to another video. And I know I broke the 3-day schedule, but I had family issues and work. School is back in session, so if I'm trying to hit the 4-day schedule, but it's going to be hard because these videos take a little bit to make, not that long, but they do take a little bit. But enough with that, let's get into the review. And today we're taking a look at Earthrise grapple. And I know a lot of people having issues with this figure that I will get in later, but I really liked him. He has a huge problem that I'll get in when the transformation. Also, why is this guy a peg warmer? What the fuck? And more like a shelf warmer because there's thousands of him. No matter what store you go to, Walmart or a Target, you will find an Earthrise grapple. There is not one store in America that doesn't have an Earthrise grapple. He's so fucking overproduced. There's so many of him, or maybe people are not buying him. But I don't know why. He's such a good fucking figure. He demands so much. Every time I look at him, he's just, oh, that orange just pops from all of it. It's very simple colors, orange and black, but it's so good. But a little bit of translucent blue and silver, but so good. But from my personal feelings about this figure, it's a good figure. He has that cut off joint thing, that cut off like legs segment thing that I really like. That I would get into articulation. But before we get into the actual figure, let's get into the box. And Grapple's box comes in the regular Earthrise boxes. No box, just like a lot of the turquoise and the blue. There you go of the side art of Grapple. I really like that. It looks really good. And you can turn, you can see all the back showing the promo shots. And there's Earthrise art, and this is the first look we have of the Earthrise art. Get a little bit of lighting there. There you go. We have the Earthrise art. The figures Earthrise has been out a long time, but you know what I mean. You can see here there's Megatron. I know there's an Earthrise Megatron coming. The Judge, or the Crenton Judge, he's also coming. There's Double Dealer. He's out. I'm actually not gonna review him because I just have no interest. I have found him in only Walmarts, not much Targets. There's Shockwave. There's Earthrise Prime. We'll be reviewing him too. There's Earthrise Grapple. Just like there's B. There's an Earthrise B. Just like there's Hound. Maybe an Earthrise Hound. I don't know who the purple guy is. RC. And then Sideswipe. For some reason, my box has this purple stuff on it. It was like this from when I got it. I don't know what the fuck that was. I tried to get like some an off, like $5 off for it, but they said it has nothing to do with the box. They wouldn't give me, Walmart wouldn't give me a lower price. And now, because we talked about the box, let's look at the sculpting. He comes with this, like the siege sculpting, but pulled back a little bit. There's some places where it's just plain, or just basic flat. And I think it's a good mix of like how the masterpieces are, with this very flat tone, very flat, and then siege with the very high sculpting. As you can see, there's the siege sculpts. Even here at the chest, sorry. You can see behind the head. And on the shoulders, there it is. Even by the biceps, forearm, a lot of it on his back. And the backpack is awesome. This guy turns into like a construction truck, and holy shit, you don't even think he does. Look how flat that back is. Jesus. And I really like this. I can't say this is kibble because it's a very integral part of the transformation, so you would think he would have it, and because I think the G1 version had it, so I don't think it's much as kibble. But look at that back. Look at that back. It's so detailed. And you come around and you can see it's just plain lines, and same thing on this side. With that done, let's look at his accessories. As you see, Earthrise grapple doesn't come in anything else besides these two. This crane, you can actually fit his hand a little bit, and he has a little pole, 5mm pole hole, and there you go. You can give him his crane arm or crane hand. Also, I actually forgot because I actually never use this. This part that looks like it's not part of anything, it doesn't come out, actually comes off, and you can give him his little blaster or fire hose hand, I think it is. I don't know much about grapple, but I really like this figure. I got somewhere through G1, then my subscription to Stars or whatever it is ran out, and I'm unable to watch it anymore. I got to like halfway through season 2 or midway through it, but here it looks like with his gun, and there's also a 5mm hole on his gun, so you can plug it anywhere on his body. Come on, see, and that's it. Let's get into paint. I'm looking at my note cards. Yeah, paint. And I say paint, but really it's kind of not really there. There's paint here, paint on his face. Actually, if I can get it lighting right, there's a paint fleck right there on his helmet, and I think I just put ink, no I didn't, right there on his helmet or head. Not okay, but you know, only paid $20 for this figure, but you know, I kind of don't like it, and I think to remove it you just need some nail polish or something like that. Paint on his shoulders. This whole area is paint because it's a different shading than the yellow plastic. On his thighs, these things are painted not very well, actually. They kind of look like crap compared to everything else. All the chrome is painted, as you can see, and like I said, not much more paint besides this, the black here, and the black up there. So the problem that everyone's having with this figure is going to the transformation. If I spoil it a little bit, you see these pegs up here, and you can see that I broke it off. I lost this peg somewhere along the line. I had this guy for a couple months now, I think, and you peg these into the feet here, and these pegs are too big, or the holes are too small. I think the pegs are too big, and when I first time I transformed him, I tried to pull it out and it broke off. I got it out with a pair of, nippers, and I just kind of like forced it out, and you can see that with here there's some scrapes. I didn't want to leave it in there because it kind of made them off leveled a little bit. If you think you might run into this problem, I suggest getting some sandpaper, very light sandpaper, and just sanding these down, because I think these are bigger than the holes can actually be. And that's it for the problem. And I do think that's maybe the reason why there's so many of these guys on shelves. But besides that, I don't really see anything else wrong with this guy. He is fucking awesome. I really like him. The transformation is kind of a little bit weird with the peg being gone. Sometimes it's a little bit loose, but it's still solid. You can't flare it all around. It's not as solid it should be. It's solid but not solid, you know what I mean, because these little back things do keep their legs together, and the legs are the middle part of the truck. Some tight joints here, and look at that, that's a nice pin joint that he doesn't fall, or his leg is not loose. Knee joint is pretty good too. I can hang him like this and he doesn't fall. A lot of the Earthrise figures have loose pin joints. Very, very solid. A lot of elbow joints don't need that much solid, so I don't really care about that. Good. He passes the shake test. So this guy's articulation is actually really, really good. I think it's mostly on the feet. So let's look at this. Put his feet back together. And here we go. Let's go top down like we always do. Head is on, I think, just a swivel, not on a ball joint. Arms can go full 60, just on a pin joint. And they do arc open. Do have a bicep swivel. Arms do 90 degrees. Hand with their hands, no hand swivel at all. They do have a waist swivel. Like I said from the beginning, they have this pelvis section split into 3, and that's not very good lighting to show that off. So let's see if I can fix that. There you go. This pelvis section is split into 3, the pelvis and the 2 hips, and so he can get up to like his leg that far. And I'm going with the knee joint, 90 degrees, no with a thrice swivel, and going to the legs, oh no, the feet. There is an ankle pivot, but there's also a little bit more because of the transformation. He has his toe bend, but it's like a fucking major toe bend that can like go back that far. Like, it's a big toe bend, and allowed me to get the pose that I showed you off when I was starting the articulation. And now with the posing and the articulation, let's get into his transformation.
Join us every third Tuesday of the month at 2 a.m. for the Token Jazz Hour. That's every third Tuesday at 2 a.m. the Token Jazz Hour.
I'm saying to make that production, you really had to study the game. You just not about to fucking make them type of beats and didn't study.
Yo, when I heard that on tape, I was scared to death. I said, yo, there's no way I could compete. And this is what I gotta compete with? I said, there's no way.
Nah, I'm just saying, no, man. It's some real shit. It's grown music, you know?
We do this shit for the love, man.
Yeah, well, whose idea was this?
This is the sounds that we create.
We on some groundbreaking shit right now. We trying to show other artists, you know what I'm saying, that it's out here for us to get, and we ain't gotta be, you know what I'm saying, doing shit how they do shit and not seeing good results.
Tapes of the highest international standards are produced within the group.
Name me one guy in this business knows anything about music. Go ahead, one guy.
And as you can see, it's a really good transformation. It's not that hard, and they did some good engineering here, how the feet come out and how the head is over here, and coming from over here, it totally is on the other side of the figure. And how I really like how this crane is on a ratchet joint, and make sure it's strong, and you can actually hold some heavy things. And you can see that the crane does fit well inside of the 5mm pull hole, but you can also put the fire holes inside in there. Anything from the siege line that has a 5mm pull hole. Even, I think, one of his guns can go in here, right? Yeah, one of his guns is a little bit loose, but it can go in there. Even the barrel, see? Now he's a gunning turret. But overall, I really like this vehicle mode, and it does come off like a crane. It's orange and it has the black stripes, like it's a construction vehicle. And they did the most they can, and I think they did prioritize the robot mode and the car mode here. But I really, really like it. It's not bad. I think it's as good as the Masterpiece. And now we're getting to the size comparison. And here is G1 Mobile. I still can't get this fucker to stand. NECA Godzilla, Godzilla vs. King Kong, and P10. And my next review, Earthrise Grapple. As you can see from here, he looks so fucking good with them. These guys look awesome. Oh yeah, my next review is probably going to be DC Multiverse Batman, but my next Transformed review will be Earthrise Grapple, not Grapple Hoist, sorry. And not for any confusion there, I wanted to clear that up. Actually, I'm gonna do 2 reviews today. I'm gonna upload Earthrise Grapple and DC versus Multiverse Batman, Detective Comics version of Batman. So yeah, I know this figure has a lot of problems, and this is kind of like my final thoughts. He has a huge problem that breaking is like a top problem for figures. Like, if that's a big problem, breaking. But I don't know, man. It's so good. He just blends so well into Earthrise, and just such a nice figure. And I'm so sad that people are not getting him, because he's always on shelves no matter where you go. I don't have to tell you, oh, you have to buy him off Mercury or get him secondhand on eBay or anything like that. You can just go this in the store and buy him right now. I don't know, maybe. I really like this guy. Hey, get him if you want to, get him if you don't. But if you do, he's a huge difference on Earthrise. He fits so well, and I'm rambling now. So yeah, see ya.
Now this is really a nicer sound.
Fucking drug shit. Yeah. Do the drug. Yeah. Yo. Right from the depths of Queens. Leave you sleeping on the mezzanine. Like you Lincoln, and switch it to a desert scene. Often heard, but this motherfucker seldom seen. I'm throwing blows while you waiting for the bell to ring. Drunk smoking, razors make the pasta sweet. Slumped over when the barrel in your posture meet. Stay lean like some motherfucking ostrich meat. You full of shit, it's time to get a colonoscopy. Scissor kicks, dick suck from Miss Elizabeth. Lex Luger arms, 4 in the morning in the dark with the computer on.